Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And today is our weekly grocery haul, and we are at Walmart. I don't think you can tell that, but that's where we're at
even
today.
if they could, this Walmart has a different kind of facing than most Walmarts. It doesn't look like any that I've ever seen before. But anyway, yeah. So we had, I don't know, maybe about 3 meals or 4 meals left from our 2-week meal plan. So this would have been a week that we would do 2 weeks. So what we're going to be doing is buying enough for a week and a half to get us to the end of October.
Yep.
So we'll bring you in into the store a little bit with us today. I don't know. I forget to record when I'm in the store because I'm thinking about my grocery list. But and then we'll show you our haul when we get home.
All right.
Grabbing some chocolate chips for something. I still don't see. That's white, dark, semi-sweet. Chocolate, milk chocolate, semi-sweet. White, dark chocolate, no vanilla chips. All right, we are back home with our groceries. We actually decided that not to get Halloween candy at Walmart. We looked on the Sam's Club app and we think we're gonna get a better deal from them. So in a couple of hours, we have to go back to town anyway for a work thing for Joel for just a second, and so we decided we'll go into Sam's Club then and just grab some Halloween candy while we're in there. But other than that, this is our groceries, our real food items, I guess you might say. All right, so, oh, and also before I start talking about it, remember to stay tuned for the meal plan at the end, and be sure to vote for the recipe of the week so that you decide, because you get to decide what we're going to actually show next Thursday, a week from Thursday, as the next recipe. So we record almost everything that we eat for dinner every week just so that we can make sure that we have whichever recipe you choose. And also being sure to be the first person to comment with that vote helps, because if there's ever a tie, we go to who voted first. So comment first, it helps. And be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss it, and hit the little bell so you'll be the first one to know that the video has been released. All right, so here we are. We just got some more butter for various recipes. We got this corn because we're gonna do cilantro lime chicken. Some of y'all voted for that a couple of weeks ago, and somehow I lost the clip of me actually putting the recipe together. I had like the finished product, but that doesn't really help if you missed the whole putting it together part. So we're doing it again, and if this is the recipe you want to see, be sure to vote for it. And we'll make sure, I'll do everything I can to make sure I actually get the whole video in this time. All right, flour, we use that for various recipes, but mostly our homemade pizzas. And so we had like maybe 1/3 of a cup of flour left, so we really needed more for that. Our son's taquitos as normal. My apples for, I eat that on the side of my quiche for breakfast every morning. I have a half an apple. Oh, it's weird. Oh, his stem's almost broken. If I was a little girl, I'd be going A, B, C. Who remembers that? I don't know if it ever landed on a J. Okay. Brussels sprouts, because I've been eating that on the side of my quiche. Bed of spinach with some Brussels sprouts and maybe some roasted broccoli and half an apple every morning is so filling that I am not even normally ready for lunch by the time lunch comes. So it's good to get your veggies in the morning. 2 sweet potatoes for my quinoa bowls. And these are for, we're going to have crispy baked chicken thighs this week. And we did that recipe for the recipe of the week a couple of weeks ago. So I will link that in the eye in the sky so that y'all can go back and check that recipe if you want to see how to make that recipe. But we do roasted red potatoes on the side of that dish. We had Parmesan cheese. We had a recipe, I don't remember which one, that called for 3/4 of a cup of Parmesan cheese and some other, but anyway. It's in this, it'll be in the meal plan, whichever one it is. Probably the baked ziti. That's it. We're going to do a chicken baked ziti next week. We're going to make our whole chicken, our spatchcock chicken recipe one day. And then the next day, we're going to follow it with chicken baked ziti using the leftover chicken from the spatchcock chicken. If you want to see how to make the spatchcock chicken, I can add that one in the eye in the sky as well, because we've done that one recently. And then you can make that, reserve your leftover chicken, and make the crispy, the chicken baked ziti the next day. Okay? I'm just, right now, I'm just going to say that we are going to be doing the bacon cheddar ham that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago in grocery haul, and but we're not going to do it yet, just because it's been a while since we did it, and I want to, you know, make sure that I remember exactly how to do it before I record it. But anyway, we use Canadian bacon, which is what we did in the restaurant when we worked there. Canadian bacon's slightly more expensive than using diced ham. You could do the diced ham, but for the authentic bacon cheddar and ham, that like we did in the restaurant, we actually use Canadian bacon. Got my bananas as normal. Also, I mentioned in that same grocery haul that another recipe that we did at that pizza restaurant that I used to work was doing a chocolate chip pizza. And what was unique about it was the way that you made it was not the traditional chocolate chip cookie dough. I will do that. And in fact, Jess Living Life channel was watching, and she commented in the chat that I should do that as a live stream, and I will consider it. But before I do it, I wanted to just test it, because the thing is I found a copycat recipe. I need to try it and make sure it turns out right. It's the right taste for the from what I remember. I want to make sure that it's right. But anyway, so my son promised he'll help me eat it. So anyway, we're going to be testing that, and assuming that it is all good, we will, you know, make it soon. All right, and so I got some chocolate chips for that, and I also got a cake mix. I'm also going to, when I make it for reals, I'm going to be trying to look for, to do that with ingredients to make it from scratch instead of using the cake mix. But whenever you do it, you have the option of using like a yellow cake mix or making it from scratch like I'll do. But because I just wanted to see if it was the right consistency and everything, I just went for their specific recipe. So there's that. We're gonna have ziti again, like I said. So we got some ziti for that. Pizza, homemade pizzas, and then also may have been in the ziti recipe too. I'm not sure. And I got cheddar cheese for my bacon cheddar ham pizza, and also for the quiche recipe that I'll have to make a couple more times probably, and the ham that I need for the quiche. Joel needed bacon for his breakfast foods, and we will be looking at doing breakfast as well soon. And so far, the only person who's commented has said that they wanted eggs and bacon, us to do the eggs and bacon like the traditional breakfast, and she said she loved it with hash browns. And I don't eat hash browns. If Joel wants hash browns, that's fine, but I'm not I'm not eating that. Instead we would do like southern like biscuits probably, but anyway, or we can do omelets, which we do a lot too. So anyway, got bacon for that. We get Sister Schubert's rolls for when we have the whole chicken and things like that. Joel will eat two. Joel and Jacob will eat two, and I will eat one when we do that. Spinach, like I said, I put my quiche on top of that, and so I get in spinach every day. We also have the Mexican beef rice and skillet recipe, and I like to put a bed of lettuce down and put my Mexican beef rice and skillet on top of the lettuce. It's so good that way. I don't know, it's like eating, you know, like a taco bowl or something, except it doesn't have the bowl there, but you know, I like it, it's good. Eggs, you know, obviously Joel's eating it for breakfast, and we have quiche and stuff like that. So Joel obviously only needed 1 pack of pudding. Okay, Joel's Cheetos, of course. Cilantro lime chicken, 2 cans of black beans for that recipe. The sour cream is for the quiche. You know, if you wanted to, you could get sour cream for like the Mexican beef rice and skillet. We're good with sour cream in dishes mixed up really well, like in the quiche, but we don't like a glob of sour cream on stuff. So we don't get it for that kind of stuff, but you know. We got pepperoni for the pizzas, pizza sauce for the pizzas. I am finding that the peppermint is really the one that really helps with my restless leg syndrome. It just relaxes my muscles at night, so I got some more peppermint tea for that. It's kind of expensive, but it's worth it to be able to sleep at night. Just saying. As Jan from New York City would say. Just saying, just saying. All right, and more of our almond milk. And now that Joel is drinking his coffee in the mornings, we're going through our coffee at a faster rate than we were last month or whatever. So we got big old can to last good time. We have a Keurig, and we have a reusable. I don't have a. We have a reusable unit for it, so we just get one of the huge cans and then put in enough to make 1 cup of coffee at a time. So that's for that. And the only other thing that we got, we don't normally show other things, but I just thought it'd be funny to show y'all. These are not groceries, and I won't be counting it in our grocery total. It'll come out of like household essentials or something like that. But it looks like in our area they may be actually letting them trick-or-treat. You know, we have adult kids, we don't worry about that, but we do always make sure that we have candy in the house in case we get trick-or-treaters. And I feel like since we live in a townhome area, that we should probably end up with trick-or-treaters this year. And what they're recommending for us is, I think, if I understand this correct, is that you sit out on your porch and you put the candy at a little bit of a distance from you, or either you use tongs to put the candy in their bag, but you don't like stay inside your house so that they don't have to ring the doorbell. So what we thought was, we have an antique rocking chair. We're gonna move that antique rocking chair down to the porch, and I'm just going to wear this and an old dress, so that I can look like an old woman, and I'll sit there with the rocking chair. And also, so I got that. It was like, you see, it's very reasonably priced. And I got that for Vinny. And if you don't know who Vinny is, I will put an information card up in the screen so that you can see who Vinny is. Vinny may hang out with me on the porch for a while, and that might be interesting to kids too, to see Vinny. But anyway, that is the whole haul, and we'll show you our Halloween candy, I guess, when we get back. And that's all. Okay, here is our Sam's Club haul.
Look at that big old haul there.
Look at that haul. Like we said in the earlier part, we were just going in there to buy our Halloween candy because we saw that it was quite a few dollars cheaper, and we had to go back to town anyway, so it went out of our way to go back in there. Joel had forgotten about bread for his breakfast foods and decided just to get it in Sam's Club while he's in there. So he's going to take one of the bags and divide it up and put it in the freezer and then use the other one. But anyway, so here's our Halloween candy, 155 piece. It was $16.42, I think. Mm-hmm. And at Walmart, they had 80 pieces for $9.94. So to get 160 pieces, we would have spent
almost $20.
Almost $20, short of about 12 cents. So this is a little bit cheaper by a couple of dollars. So that was the whole Sam's Club haul. And now we're going to go to our meal plan. Again, be sure to vote for the recipe of the week.
And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more updates from us. Get a notification every time we upload a new video. And yeah, vote for that recipe of the week that you want to see us do next time. And I think that's going to do it today for the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
And don't forget, it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace. See you later.
Bye.